There's a lot of exotics in Destiny 2, and a lot that warlocks use, but some are just unused. No one uses them, they're just bad, and I want to change that. So I'm going to be making a build for a few of the ones that are really bad. Let's start with Felwinter's Helm. Felwinter's Helm. Arc. Chaos Reach, Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Ball Lightning, Pulse Grenade, Electrostatic Mind, Lightning Surge, Resistance, Recharge, Ions, Shock. Your powered melee final blows will create blinding explosions, which are really useful, and it has a massive radius. Use Monte Carlo to get that melee energy back, and then use the Lightning Surge to get the really nice melee damage. I chose it instead of the Arc Soul because it has a massive radius which can do a lot of damage, and that can get like all the miners dead, which will then proc the Felwinter's Helm intrinsic trait, and that just really helps. It's not good for ad clear, but it's good in like trying to blind targets, and I'm pretty sure it stuns some champions, but I'm not sure. I give this build a 7 out of 10 because it can blind targets without even using the Void subclass, and that's really useful against massive groups. Even though it doesn't kill them, it blinds them, which allows you to kill them with Monte Carlo, which allows you to just use your melee again. So basically an infinite loop. It's sort of reliable, but it's not great. It's a good build if you really like the Felwinter's Helm. Briarbinds. Void. Nova Bomb Vortex, Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Pocket Singularity, Vortex Grenade, Child of the Old Gods, Chaos Accelerant, Persistence, Starvation, Instability, Harvest. Use whatever exotic you want. I'm using Tessellation. Cast your Rift to make a baby. The baby will fly to an enemy when you hit it, and it will weaken it and everything around it. This allows you to completely weaken everything with your primary weapons. It's like cutting butter with a knife. It's just amazing. I still love this build, even when it came out. Well, even when the Briarbinds came out, this is still probably my favourite Void build. Charge your Vortex Grenade and chuck it into the pile of dead bodies. It will just add even more, and then you'll probably give you Devour, which basically is infinite healing, so you kinda can't die, and you don't even need to fight because the baby does it for you. Yeah, the baby. I give this build a 9 out of 10. Any Briarbands lovers, just use this build. It is really good. In Season 23, where everything is Strand, Solar, and Stasis. Don't get me wrong, they're all good, but come on, we need some variation, especially when we can kill people using babies. Like, who doesn't like doing that? Balidor's Wrathweavers. Shadebinder. Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Penumbral Blast. Whoa! Stasis. Let's just restart. Balidor's Wrathweavers. Healing Rift, but somewhere. Balidor's Wrathweavers. Stasis. Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Penumbral Blast, Duskfield, Frost Pulse, Ice Flare Bolts, Refraction, Chains, Bonds, Fissures. Try and go up to enemies and use your Healing Rift to use Frost Pulse, which will then do this. And I mean, it's pretty good, but you're not really gonna do that in a GM, are you? You're just gonna get wrecked. So I'm gonna be completely honest, this build is not very good. I guess you've got the super DPS, but that's not really important because there's guns like Apex Predator that will do more damage than that. So don't even bother using this exotic. I mean, it makes sense why no one uses it, not why there's no builds of it. I tried my best. It's a bad build. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. Claws of Ahamkara. Stormcaller. Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Ball Lightning, Pulse Grenade, Arc Soul, Electrostatic Mind, Resistance, Recharge, Ions, Shock, and Chaos Reach, but you can use the other one. And then use Monte Carlo. For the mods, here they are, mainly these melee kickstart and the other one that makes orbs. Probably my favourite build out of all of these. It just reminds me of Emperor Palpatine. You can just kind of go around and electrocute everyone. Monte Carlo will give you melee energy, and if you have a arc weapon with Volt Shot, that will also create ionic traces, which will then give you melee energy, so you just kind of get a lot of melee energy. Your grenades and your melees will also create arc ionic traces, so kind of infinite melees. Yeah, you can also run with this Lightning Surge instead of Arc Soul, but in the end I found that Arc Soul is more useful. But it's up to you though. I suggest this one. This one is a very, very good build. I love it. It's probably the best one that I've made. Claws of Ahamkara isn't really a bad exotic, there's better options out there, and that's why it's on the list. It's quite fun to use sometimes when you've got Monte Carlo and you can just spam all these kids with this stuff. Yeah, I'm a kid too. Thank you guys for watching this video. You don't have to use the builds, they're just like my own ideas. They're not good, they're just builds. There's way better exotics out there, but if you like exotics but you kind of know that they're bad, this I guess is kind of the video for you. If everybody liked this and you know I get a bunch of views from it, I'll make a part 2 with like Titan exotics or whatever. We'll see, but I've got a really nice series coming up and you guys won't want to miss it.